5-1. Then we have Smarty, the 2001 Grand National second. Smarty, he's 6-1. On 10-1 we have Lucky Clover and General Claremont. On 12-1 we have Kedon, Royal Tommy. 14-1 Ballystone, and it's 16-1 Bardos.
Hugh Barclay lets them go for this, the Sporting Index Chase, the first fence, a bank with a hedge. And the first over was the Norwegian raider Trinitro. Trinitro led over the first as they turn left-handed, followed closely by Red Dancer, one of the Czech raiders in a yellow jacket, with Lucky Clover prominent as well on the near side. Goes second now as they go towards this ditch and railed hedge. He's second. And jumping this, Famfoni in the midfield, and a faller there. General Claremont has gone. General Claremont has deposited Barry Geraghty on the deck as the others jump the third, and Trinitro took it ahead of Red Dancer in second place. The Aintree fence is next. Lucky Clover goes second now ahead of Red Dancer, and then Kedon, the grey, in fourth position as they run slightly uphill. Just in behind the leaders, a yellow cap on a red body, Galapiat de Menil. Coral Island is not far off them. Jumping this on the angle, rather like the canal turn at Aintree, because there's a sharp left-hand turn. Coral Island, a bad mistake at that, and one has gone as well. Ballystone has unseated the rider at that one. Meanwhile, downhill over the next obstacle, and they're getting strung out. Chiananus Moore is towards the rear. Smarty is right out the back. Last is Royal Tommy, running down towards the next. This is the log fence, number 7. Trinitro over ahead, Galapiat de Menil, an alarming error at that. And I think that was a remarkable recovery by Tony McCoy as they cross the racecourse proper, and the fences are proving more demanding than in the past as they clear this one. Galapiat de Menil was the 2-1 favourite at the off and has already survived one very bad mistake as they race up to the timber rails. And it's Trinitro in front of Lucky Clover in second place, then Red Dancer and Kedon, two of the Czech raiders, and Sentax, the other Czech raider, is prominent as well as they race uphill. The leaders are then chased by Galapiat de Menil after a break, and then Famfoni in the quads. Behind the quads then Chiananus Moore, and then back to Norma Range and Owen's Pride. Smarty well off the pace, and Royal Tommy is last, and there must be at least 30 to 40 lengths between first and last. It's still the Norwegian raider, Trinitro. He's got further today than he managed in the Grand National last spring. Trinitro downhill to this next ditch, followed in second by Lucky Clover, and then Kedon, Red Dancer, Galapiat de Menil and Sentax. A right-hand turn now. The riders of Ballystone and Coral Island are looking on as they stream over this. They're clearly none the worse. They're running down towards the bank, slanting across the centre of the course, having completed their first figure eight. There's a large figure eight followed by a smaller figure eight and then a big oval. That's roughly the way things work around this cross-country course. As they land over the bank, the leader took it with aplomb. Trinitro from Lucky Clover in second. In third then is Kedon, Red Dancer 4, Galapiat de Menil in fifth place. Sentax is sixth, and these are followed by Famfoni as they take the water jump. After Famfoni, Chiananus Moore. There's Smarty in the cheek pieces, well off the gallop still, but still a long way to go as they're returning now to their starting point, having completed the first figure eight. And it's Trinitro from Lucky Clover, Kedon in third place, the grey, then Galapiat de Menil getting a good run up the inside now to Tony McCoy, Red Dancer and Sentax. Behind these is Famfoni, Chiananus Moore and the quads. Owen's Pride, Norma Range and Smarty, and Royal Tommy is badly tailed off. So starting left-handed again towards the 17th now of 32. The next ditch and railed hedge, and Trinitro has made all the running so far in the hands of Rupert Wackley, and clears this one a couple of lengths ahead of Lucky Clover, last year's winner, running another big race in second. In third is Kedon as they return to the bank back across the middle of the course here. Galapiat de Menil and Red Dancer are fourth and fifth, and then Sentax. Famfoni is improving now. So too is Chiananus Moore under Norman Williamson, a yellow jacket as they clear the bank, and Chiananus Moore took the bank really well there as they run across towards the next obstacle. This is the 19th double bank with hedge, and they're getting a bit better group than they were. The pace has just been a medium gallop all the way. One or two were very detached early on, however. Smarty's a bit closer than he was, even though he's only got one behind him still, as they clear the next, and the jumping seems to be improved as well. Fence number 20 coming up, and still Trinitro then. A sharper turn this time. Trinitro comes towards this next one. Lands a couple of lengths ahead of Lucky Clover. Then Kedon, the grey horse, who recently ran third in the Velka Pardubika. In third place again here, Red Dancer in fourth place. Then Famfoni as they go to the 21st. And slightly downhill at this next fence. Looks a big obstacle, drop on the landing side. Trinitro cleared it well from Lucky Clover on the inside, back round towards the water jump now after a right-hand turn. They'll run downhill into the water, and then after that they'll turn left-handed and eventually embark on their final circuit. It was a shorter oval circuit, so well into the second half of the race now, and it's Trinitro that leads at the water by 3 lengths to Lucky Clover. Famfoni and Chiananus Moore have both improved as they take this left-hand turn back in front of the grandstand now. Kedon, who's always been prominent, is still there on the outside. Galapiat de Menil is in 6th place. The quads has improved under a stealthy ride from Paul Carberry on the inside. Then Owen's Pride and Red Dancer, who's lost places. Syntax has also lost a lot of ground. Norma Range and Smarty is still struggling to go the pace. And the words of the boys beforehand is a bit prophetic. They said that you probably need a speedier horse than Smarty, and he does seem to be struggling for toe. Still, there's a bit to go yet as they begin the run towards the next. This is the 25th coming up of the 32. And Trinitro, what a ride Rupert Wackley is enjoying here on Trinitro from Lucky Clover. But both Chiananus Moore and Famfoni look quite dangerous in 3rd and 4th. The quads has improved. Galapiat Menil, second for the last 2 years, is right there as well. He's going to jump this in about 6th place under Tony McCoy, but coming under pressure, Galapiat Menil, as they return now to the Aintree fence going up the hill. Then there'll be a left-hand turn, and after that, 5 fences left to jump. So coming towards 6 out, the Aintree fence once again. And it's Trinitro from Lucky Clover in second. Chiananus Moore on the inside. As once again they cut across left-handed. Famfoni a little nod. The quads was 5th. And then Owen's Pride has improved onto the heels of these as they run down towards the 28th of 32. And Chiananus Moore looms up now on the inside of Trinitro. And they jump the next, a double bank with Hedges. Chiananus Moore, Trinitro in the headgear, the quads over on the inside, the pink jacket. They'll soon be back on the racecourse proper. Great jump by Chiananus Moore again. Famfoni was 4th, and then Lucky Clover. They've got 2 stuffed hurdles still to jump now. The first before the home turn, and it's Chiananus Moore from Trinitro, the quads, and then in 4th place is Famfoni. They're chased hard by Owen's Pride, and then under pressure Lucky Clover, struggling to go on. Red Dancer is rallying again, looks an out-and-out stayer, but needs to fly for Czechoslovakia as they run round the final turn, and it's Chiananus Moore and Norman Williamson, who won 2 years ago on Supreme Charm with 1 stuffed hurdle to jump. The quads delivering a run now. Paul Carberry, he's won it twice. Famfoni on the inside in the noseband. Trinitro is for the final fence in the Sporting Index cross country, and it was Chiananus Moore in the centre. Famfoni on the far side stays on gamely. The quads on the near side, and it's Famfoni now, and Robert Thornton that forges up the hill the stronger, and Famfoni outstays them. The quad just second. Trinitro recovered for 3rd. Owen's Pride in 4th. Then Red Dancer and Chiananus Moore, who faded up the hill. Lucky Clover followed them home. Then Norma Range and Kedon and Smarty, who never got into it. Galapiat de Menil couldn't improve on his 2 second places. Syntax just about the last to complete though.
Who own Famfoni. They bought this horse a while ago. He's had his problems, but they've stuck with him, and they bought him specifically to win this cross-country race.